Hi guys, this is Eric Cressey at Cressey Sports Performance Florida, and I want to talk to you a little bit about why consistency is so important for young athletes when it comes to strength and conditioning. We've often heard people talk about slow versus fast twitch muscle fibers, and really what that speaks to is you have this motor unit, which is basically your motor neuron and all of the muscle fibers that it controls, right? And what happens with low intensity activities, things where we don't need a lot of oomph, we use all those slow twitch fibers, right? And what happens is over the course of time, when we lift heavy stuff, we move things fast, we get more and more proficient at recruiting more of these fast twitch muscle fibers. This is called the size principle. You use big muscle fibers to do big jobs, okay? The challenge though, and what we see with young athletes, is if they don't actually show up for long enough, they don't create this adaptation. So instead what we get is this concept of asynchronous recruitment. So imagine a 14-year-old kid who's dumbbell bench pressing for the first time, and he's got some 25s, and he gets absolutely buried by his 7th rep, and then all of a sudden he comes back and he hits the 8th rep. What's really happening here is he's just turning on and turning off slow twitch muscle fibers because he hasn't created the adaptation needed to always tap into the big dogs to do the big work. So most important thing for young athletes is to show up consistently so you get more and more proficient at really recruiting these high threshold motor units. This is also why more veteran athletes can get away with lifting less. They've created those adaptations and they have the wiggle room to pull back without losing some of these favorable strength adaptations.